Namaskar, I am Advocate Saurabh Kunal. Welcome to my channel. Here we discuss issues of legal and financial education. So today the topic is how to draft an application under Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act. Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act deals with RCR, Restitution of Conjugal Rights. So what is RCR? We will discuss. We will also understand in this video who can file an application under Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act, what could be the jurisdiction, where to file an application, what could be the grounds for filing such application, what is the entire procedure, and how to initiate such proceeding. We will understand. We will also understand the onus to prove lies on which petitioner or respondent. We will understand in detail. So first of all, let's understand what is Section 9. So Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 provides that restitution of conjugal rights, when either the husband or wife has without reasonable excuses withdraw from the society of other, the aggrieved party may apply by petition to the district court for restitution of conjugal rights. So this is about Section 9, which says that if a person whose wife or his husband has left him without a reasonable ground or excuses, then the aggrieved person can move to the court for restitution of his conjugal rights. So this is the provision under Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act. So first of all, let's understand who can file it. So either the husband or the wife can file such application. Now where to file it? The jurisdiction is decided by, there is three conditions to decide the jurisdiction. First of all, where the marriage solemnized, so that could be their jurisdiction. Second, where the couple last resided, so this is the second thing for deciding the jurisdiction. And thirdly, wherever the respondent is at present, so this is the third condition for deciding the jurisdiction. Respondent means if the respondent is residing in some other district, so that would be the jurisdiction. So petitioner, the jurisdiction of the residence of the petitioner would not be the jurisdiction, but the residence of the respondent would be the jurisdiction. So this is about the jurisdiction. Now what could be the ground? So the ground is if the spouse, if a husband or wife leaves his spouse without any without a reasonable excuses, then that is the ground for filing an application or sending a legal notice for restitution of conjugal rights. So before filing an application for the conjugal rights under Section 9, it is advisable to first send a legal notice for restitution of the conjugal rights. In this, the petitioner will send a notice and to the respondent. Respondent would be either husband or the wife. So in this, you will write the entire chronology of events, how it is affecting the person, and you should also ask him that you should restore the marriage and start cohabitation with the petitioner. Otherwise, the petitioner will start a legal proceeding to the concerned district court. So now, how to draft an application under Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act? So first of all, we have to write down the name of the court, and that is the district court, the family court, then the district wherever the jurisdiction lies. Then you have to name the parties, the petitioner, name and address of the petitioner. Then petitioner means either husband or wife, and as a respondent you have to write down the other party. So after that, you have to make a heading that this is an application for under Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act for restitution of conjugal rights. Now after this, you write down the when the marriage solemnized, what is the where it solemnized, and if there is any marriage certificate or any invitation card, you must annex it with that petition. Now after this, you have to write down the status of both the parties before marriage and after marriage. In this status, you have to also give the address of both the parties before marriage and after marriage, so that to clarify before the court that before marriage also the respondent was residing at the same place, and after marriage also she is not residing with the petitioner. So this is, now in the third paragraph, you have to write down about if there is any child born out of the wedlock, then you have to write down his name, and age and where he is studying. So you have to give the entire detail. Then you have to start writing on the grounds how the respondent has deserted or left the society of the petitioner without a reasonable ground. So this is how you have to in a chronology with the sequence of events you have to write down, and in the prayer you have to ask for that the court should pass an order for the restitution of the conjugal rights of the petitioner. Now in case the court can pass an order if everything, if the petitioner proves that the respondent has left his society without a reasonable ground, then the court may pass an will pass an order in favor of the petitioner. But this but in case if the respondent is not obeying the order of the court, then there cannot be any arrest. I told you in the beginning of the video that this Hindu Marriage Act is guided by the CPC. It means it is entirely a civil proceeding. So in case if the respondent is disobeying the order of the court, it will lead to attachment of the property guided by the CPC, but it will not lead to any kind of arrest. Now there is another option also. If the respondent is not obeying the order of the court, then it can be a valid ground for filing an application for divorce and for desertion, and it is a valid ground if any spouse leave the society of the husband or wife without a reasonable ground, then it is a sufficient ground to prove the desertion in divorce, and the person can apply for it in the same court, and they can pray for divorce, a degree of divorce on the ground of desertion. So this is all about the restitution of conjugal rights. So if you like my video, please and also give your feedback in the comment box, and please subscribe if you are first time, if you are visiting my channel, please subscribe my channel to get all the latest updates on legal and financial education. Thank you very much for watching my video. Namaskar.